The remnants of Typhoon Maysak have left behind an extraordinary trail of destruction across central China, unleashing one of the most unusual and dangerous tornado outbreaks ever recorded in the country. On the evening of July 6, 2026, residents in Huanggang and Ezhou, Hubei Province, found themselves facing a terrifying disaster as a massive wedge-shaped tornado tore through populated neighborhoods, leaving widespread damage, power failures, and injured residents in its wake.
电线都倒了！我操！
哎呀，地上干个的，吹的蛮对的。
According to reports from the affected areas, the tornado was far from ordinary. Witnesses described an enormous wedge-shaped funnel containing multiple rotating vortices inside it.
我去，全部浇下来天上，支开！来了！
The tornado reportedly remained on the ground for more than 30 minutes, carving a destructive path through residential districts packed with homes, apartment buildings, businesses, and public facilities. Preliminary estimates suggest the tornado may have reached EF3 intensity, making it one of the strongest tornadoes seen in China in recent years. One of the most remarkable aspects of this disaster was the tornado's path. Meteorologists say the tornado crossed the mighty Yangtze River before entering the urban districts of Huanggang. Tornadoes crossing such a large river and then striking a densely populated city are exceptionally rare in Chinese meteorological history, making this event especially significant. The damage quickly spread across multiple communities. Huanggang Normal University suffered some of the worst destruction. Several teaching buildings experienced heavy structural damage, while the university's library was severely affected. Across the campus, electricity failed completely, leaving students and staff in darkness as emergency responders began assessing the situation. Nearby residential areas also experienced devastating impacts. The Changjiang community and the busy Student Street district in Huangzhou were left littered with debris after powerful winds shattered windows, damaged buildings, and ripped apart storefronts.
门开不了。 门开不了，一个时段门都开不了。现在不要这边走就倒了。
Emergency crews rushed to rescue residents after reports that several people had become trapped inside damaged structures. Wind speeds across Hubei reached dangerous levels. Authorities reported that 53 townships experienced winds ranging from level 8 to level 13, with 2 townships recording the strongest level 13 winds. Those powerful gusts uprooted large trees, snapped countless branches, damaged parked vehicles, and scattered debris across streets, making travel extremely dangerous. Critical infrastructure also suffered major damage. The Ezhou electrical substation was heavily impacted during the storm, triggering widespread power outages throughout the city. As electrical systems failed, water supply systems were also disrupted, leaving many residents without both electricity and running water as emergency crews worked to restore essential services. The damage also forced officials to suspend high-speed rail operations, creating major transportation disruptions across the region. Residents shared dramatic accounts of the terrifying moments as the tornado struck. One resident, identified as Liao, described the overwhelming force of the winds. The winds slammed the door shut. I couldn't even push it open. Trees were being uprooted. I'm still shaking at home. The water has stopped, and the lights keep flickering. Stories like Liao's quickly spread across social media, illustrating the fear experienced by thousands of families caught in the storm. Several extraordinary incidents highlighted the tornado's incredible power. In one neighborhood, a resident was taking a shower when the roof of the house was suddenly ripped away. The attic completely collapsed as the storm passed overhead, turning an ordinary evening into a life-threatening emergency. Elsewhere in Ezhou, a chef working inside a barbecue restaurant was reportedly lifted and thrown by the intense winds, suffering injuries to his back. Along Shihu Street in Huangzhou, restaurant tables, chairs, signs, and display cases were instantly blown through the streets as businesses struggled to protect their property from the violent winds. Meteorologists believe this rare outbreak developed after Typhoon Maysak weakened and officially lost its tropical cyclone classification. Although the typhoon itself dissipated, its warm, low-level circulation continued moving inland. When this warm, moisture-rich air collided with a colder air mass arriving from northern China, the atmosphere became extremely unstable. The resulting explosive thunderstorms created ideal conditions for the development of large and destructive tornadoes.